Oh, shit. These aren't women? Oh, damn. Chris Brown. He's a bisexual. Chris Brown sees no gender when it comes to abuse, huh? Good for him. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heather Shaw is Kidding. It's me, Heather Shaw. I got a haircut. If you're not on YouTube right now, you can't see it. But I look like your favorite dildo grew a little bush. That's good, right? And also kind of looks like Jim Carrey. I hear that a lot. Apparently, I look like Jim Carrey. God, I'm so glad that guy's not canceled yet, huh? God, if he gets canceled, I gotta get a face transplant. I'm gonna have to go in and say, give me the Nicolas Cage. Good. I know I've said this before. There's some guy out there that looks like Bill Cosby that just has to deal with it. And I pray for him every day. How we doing? How's your week? Hope it's been good. If you are on YouTube and you're looking at this hair, I hope you like it. If you don't, I'm not offended. I don't really care. If you're not on YouTube, like I said, it kind of looks like I'm cosplaying as Tegan and Sarah. I am checking into my inner child, my inner 12-year-old boy. Pretty soon I'm going to walk around with this haircut and start saying things like, "Oh, crud! Tyler! What are you doing?" Okay, I don't know. It's been a week. Biden's out. He's out of there. I wish he was gay. He's just not running for president. So we can't win everything. I really would have loved before Biden checked out of this planet for him to come out as gay. But I don't think that's happening. I think Biden likes the boobs and not on men. Biden's out. Kamala's in. Kamala is officially the Democratic nominee for president of the United States of America. I think she's got a good shot. Her entire team is made up of Gen Z interns, and I love that for her. It's great because it seems like her campaign isn't taking itself too seriously, and I think that's how you win an election. Look at Trump. Trump doesn't take anything seriously. So I think it's good that Kamala's got a bunch of apathetic Gen Z youth running around. On Twitter, on TikTok, posting things like, "Fucking slay, mother cunt. It's mother cunt Kamala. We're coming for the fucking cunty White House, bitch." It's great. It's what we need. The Democratic Party needs some rejuvenation. It needs some youth. It needs some fresh 60-year-old blood. I mean, that's how bad politics are in America now, that when we have a 60-year-old running for president, we're like, holy fuck. We got the youth in the office? Holy shit. 20 years younger than the current president. This is insane. Whereas in the normal world, in the real world, 60-year-olds are considered, ghosts. We don't care. But it's fun. It's exciting. There's some rejuvenation in the Democratic Party. The DNC is not going to be sad. I thought the DNC was going to be essentially a funeral. It would have been Biden up there just, whispering his speech and kind of falling asleep and, probably soiling his depends. Look here. Everybody would just be like, yeah, yay, you're gonna beat Trump. But now we have a shot. The Democrats have a shot. The libtards. We're out here. Kamala is, she's cruising, baby. She's raised, 81 million, which I don't know if that was actually raised, because when Biden was still running for re-election, all of his major donors were like, we're withholding $90 million until something changes, because we can't have this fucking hall of a president's robotic motherfucker running for re-election. So I think the money that was withheld was just released to Kamala. So that's what it seems like. But hey, 81 million, you're dropping the bucket for politicians, but hey, that's a lot. Kamala, mamala, mamala, kalana, penamala. I hope Drew Barrymore is her VP. Drew Barrymore famously referred to Kamala as Mamala. We need you to be Mamala of the country. God, I don't think Drew and Kamala can. I don't think it can be a Harris Barrymore ticket. That'll be too much Vicodin on one ticket, you know. Whereas Trump and Vance, that's a lot of micro penis, but Harris and Barrymore, that's a lot of Klonopin. That's too much. We need somebody on Adderall to balance out. Now, Kamala, I have faith in her. She's a prosecutor. She's goofy, but, you know, I think she can pull it together. She is goofy. She's given us great memes. Gen Z loves her. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? I mean, she's giving, and she knows. I think she knows, or at least her team is telling her, hey, you got to play into this weird drunk aunt vibe, because that is the way you win now. There is no more winning because you're like you're a suitable politician, a professional who speaks well and maybe a little bit boring, but you have the best for the country at heart. You have the best interest of the country. There's none of that. It's out the window. After the Trump presidency, we don't care about how qualified you are. You just got to give us some memes, baby. If you can deliver some good memes that don't make us sad like Biden did, you know, Biden was up there referring to Kamala Harris as VP Trump. He was referring, mouth fart, number one. He was referring to Zelensky as the President Putin. You know, that's not a fun meme, but Kamala can give us the fun memes. Think of her presidency, all of the memes we can get. This is my fellow Americans. We just got a rizzy skibbity busy boo-boo on the toilet. You know, it's going to be good. It'll be good for the country. It'll be refreshing. She's going to get the youth out to vote. She's going to get, I think black women are on her side, you know. Now she is a prosecutor, and I did have to go back, and I did look up, hey, has she really locked up thousands of black people for marijuana offenses when she was the district attorney in San Francisco? And it turns out that's false. I thought this whole time that she was this big time, like, lock them all up for marijuana, all these black people, you know, and it turns out she locked up, I think, about 45 people for misdemeanor possession charges. They were sent to jail, 45 people. You know, that's still 45 people, but it's not tens of thousands. I thought she was like, are you a black man who smokes marijuana locked up for life? I thought that was Kamala Harris, but that was just a rumor. You know, if you really fact check it, that's a completely made up lie, you know. It's good. Kamala is giving the whimsical times of George W. Bush without, hopefully, as many war crimes. We'll see, though. The night is young for Miss Kamala Mamala. I am excited. The debates are going to be good between her. I mean, you know, it's the classic. It's the prosecutor versus the felon. Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. That's going to be great. You know what else? It's going to be a little bit more coherent. You know, the Biden-Trump debate was sad. I felt like I was listening to a eulogy at a funeral. I thought I was sitting in a hospice holding someone's hand, waiting until they saw the light. And then I saw the light go out in their eyes. That's what that debate felt like. But now, if we can get Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, it's going to be a party, baby. She's going to be speaking in puzzles. He's going to be calling her, you know, I don't know, all these fucking names. It's going to be great. He's going to be interrupting her. She's going to be saying, excuse me, I'm not done. Mr. Former President, I am speaking. She does that a lot in the debates. Excuse me, I am speaking. I mean, she's a woman in a male-dominated field. You know, it's great. And imagine if she's the first female president who's also black and I think Asian. There's some, I don't know what she is. She's definitely, like, she's not just another fucking Irish. I think a lot of Irish guys become president. I don't think we've had an Italian president. What's up with that? Are the Italians too smart? They're like, I don't want to be fucking president. Are you kidding me? I'll be president of my yacht club, but I'm not going to be fucking president. It is an exciting time. It does feel like a bit of a rejuvenation. The DNC feels fun. Who knows if Joe Biden will be at the DNC? Is he even around? Have we seen Joe Biden? I don't know. Again, he is the Kate Middleton of America, where you're just like, is he still around? Or did he pass away? I think Kate Middleton's alive. I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists because I don't care enough. Are we just going to get a holographic Biden at the DNC? Is he going to do anything? I don't know. But it's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. Biden, he can go do what people his age do now, and he can work in Congress. He can just get demoted to congressman because everybody else's age is in there. Why not? Wheel around with the other hospice patients, sir. Pass some bills or try to. You and Pelosi, I mean, TikTok, when you guys, the egg timer is going off on their life. And no offense, they've done great things like insider trading. They've done great things for themselves and their wallets. Mostly Pelosi, but these people are so fucking old. I mean, think of your grandparents. If they're still alive or dead, do you want them working still? I wouldn't trust Nancy Pelosi to be a Walmart greeter. Mitch McConnell, is he still in office? What's he doing over there? He's just bumbling around. It's very odd. Matt Gaetz' face is looking crazy, and I love that for him. He's looking gayer by the day. Allegedly gayer by the day. He's got a very tight face. Tight. His face is as tight as the buttholes he searches out in the men on Grindr. All right. There was an outage. I just came from Minneapolis. I had a great show in Minneapolis this past Sunday. Shout out to anybody that was at the Minneapolis show. Thank you so much for coming out on a Sunday. I was a little worried with ticket sales because I've heard it's hard to get people out in the summertime in Minneapolis, or maybe that's what people were telling me to be nice about it. But they're saying, it's summer. People are at their cabins. People are outside. They don't want to be inside listening to your queef jokes, Heather. But people came out in Minneapolis, and it was a really fun show. Great crowd. I loved it so much. I was worried about going there because of the outage, which I have not really looked into. I don't care. But the Microsoft outage, I was flying Delta. We were only delayed 20 minutes going up to Minneapolis. I will say on the flight to Minneapolis, I was on Delta, and they were like, we need 3 people to get bumped from this flight because of overflow. And they were offering $600 in Delta credit to get bumped. And I was so pissed because I would have loved $600 in Delta credit. Are you kidding me? Dude, I fly all the time. I would have taken that so fast, but I had to go up to Minneapolis. I didn't get to see the Queen's shell shock spinner, Tara, the autistic lady who spins. I really love her so much. I did not get to see her. I didn't go to the Mall of America. I was so close to the Mall of America. The hotel I was staying at was connected to the Mall of America, and I don't care about malls, and I hate tourist traps, so I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was going to go to the Mall of America, walk around, ride a ride. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't go at all. I took one look and said, I'm good. I don't shop. I hate malls. I don't like America. So you put those two together. Okay. But it was fun. Shout out to Minneapolis. I am in Omaha, Nebraska tonight at the Funny Bone, and then Des Moines, Iowa tomorrow night at the Funny Bone. If you're in those areas, please come out. It's a good show. It's a fun time. We got things to talk about. Kamala. Cheatle resigned. The head of the Secret Service, which I did not know was a woman. She has resigned, and I thought it'd be fun if her name's Kimberly, but I think she should change her name to Dawn, D-A-W-N, so that her name can be Dawn Cheatle. That's fun. You might as well at this point. Change your name. You have to resign. She was the head of the Secret Service, which makes me so mad that a woman was the head of the Secret Service and fucked up this bad because, misogynists will never let that go. You can't have a woman head the secret goddamn service. See what happened last time? Trump almost lost his full fucking ear. Get out of here with your women. They need to be where they belong, in my butthole. Dawn Cheatle did a horrible job as the head of Secret Service. I think we can all admit that. Whether you believe the Trump assassination attempt is real or not, it still comes down on the head of the Secret Service to secure those roofs. And boy, did she not. She said, that one's fine. There was still a 20-year-old white kid who was able to get up on that roof with a gun. So, someone's got to go on the chopping block, and it's going to be the head of the Secret Service. What a woman in charge of the Secret Service. I mean, what is it? The Victoria's Secret Service? Okay. No, I mean, it's just, I hate when women in powerful positions mess up, because then I'm like, great. You know, men can mess up all the time because they're so used to having powerful positions. But the minute one woman in one powerful position messes up, then men are just like, well, that's what you fucking get. That's what you fucking get. That's what happens when a vagina who gets her period, them all emotional. She ain't looking at Ruth. She's looking at her crotch to make sure she ain't bleeding through her pants. That's what you get, motherfucker. So it kind of bums me out. You know, it happens. But I don't know where she'll go from here. I don't know what she can do. She's setting women back, that's for sure. She needs to go to be a mall cop or just, you know, run for Congress. Something where, you know, the job doesn't matter. Don Cheatle, R.I.P. I think I had I have an article up here about her. Kimberly Cheatle, that's her real name. She'll probably end up just being like general manager at a fashion bug. And that's fine. It's the same kind of job. Cheatle said in her resignation letter that she made the difficult decision to leave the agency with a heavy heart. Well, you know, you really fucked up. You really fucked up. I don't even know, you know, that's a big fuck up. She acknowledged that the agency fell short on its mission to protect our nation's leaders. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, whether you believe that was real or not, I mean, some people I've talked to really believe it was staged. I don't know if I can really get into all that in my head. Here's my thing. It'd be incredibly hard to stage. A bullet was whizzing by his head, you know. It would be incredibly weird. And his Trump's like behavior did not give off that of like, I'm about to be shot at, you know, if he knew about it. So I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore. You know, maybe something will come out in 20 years and then we'll be like, oh yeah, Trump, that guy, I forgot about him. He died. He died a while ago. But R.I.P. to Cheatle. I saw this from I saw this on NPR. Reality star Savannah Chrisley says her parents were victims of political persecution. Okay, so Savannah Chrisley is the daughter of Todd Chrisley, who was a real estate tycoon, I think in Georgia or something. I don't know who her parent... they had a reality show called Chrisley Knows Best. Yeah, real estate tycoon Todd Chrisley and his wife Julie. And by wife, I mean close friend. Girl, if you look at Todd Chrisley and you don't see a gay male, you have very bad gaydar. Todd Chrisley is so gay. Allegedly, he is so gay. He's in prison right now, probably having the time of his life. Not to make it hacky prison jokes about men in prison, but, you know, it's easy to get your dick sucked there. It really is. You just have to trade like a pack of Funyuns. Yeah, she said her parents were victims of political prosecution. I think she should focus more on, you know, your dad being gay. What do you mean prosecution? She was at the RNC. She gave a speech. She looks like, you know, she could get a job at Fox News. She's just got that basic look of like blonde hair that she's not naturally blonde, but it's like dyed blonde, tan skin, white, smiles too bright. It's freaky. When somebody has a very freakishly white smile, it's like, we get it, you're white. We get it, you love white power. Calm down with those veneers. Those veneers are giving Klan meeting. Ugh. But yeah, what did she say? She said, let's see, my family was persecuted by rogue prosecutors in Fulton County due to our public profile. I know, Fulton County. They know how to do it, don't they? Due to our public profile and conservative beliefs. Yeah, your dad was defrauding an entire community, and it's because you were Trumpers. Also, your dad was very gay. He is very gay, Savannah. He is. What else don't you know, Savannah? I can't trust you. Now, she didn't say anything about her dad being straight, so maybe she's on board. You know what I mean? She did not go up to the RNC and go, my father, that flaming faggot homo, who also defrauded his entire community. He was a victim of persecution. You might as well call him Jesus fucking Christ. She didn't say that. So maybe she does think something's going on. It's just weird to be at the RNC with a dad so clearly gay. I mean, that guy, I can't. Is there any stories about him that are, let's see. I mean, if you just look at this guy, come on. He's got more face work than an entire cast of Real Housewives. I love that his bio is TV personality / Julie Chrisley's husband. Can we stop with the lies? That is his best friend. That is his sleepover buddy. They hold hands. They don't kiss. He was found guilty of a single count of tax evasion, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, as well as 5 counts of bank fraud. But, it's because he's a Trumper. I don't think that's accurate. But, these people live in their own fantasy land. I'm sure he's feeding a bunch of bullshit. Savannah Chrisley used to look gay. Holy shit. She used to have short hair. Is she... Not that makes you gay, but look at me. Okay? Savannah Chrisley, what are you doing with that bisexual Katy Perry loving haircut? She looks like she likes to bump Women's World, getting ready in her rainbow outfit. Sexy, confident. My dad isn't gay. Mom is just his friend. So we slay. Yeah, we slay. Tax evade. Shout out to Savannah Chrisley. It's all alleged. I'm sure your dad is miserable in prison. Just hates it. Ugh, can't get enough. All right, what else is going on? Other than the Kamala stuff, it's been pretty quiet. That's why I'm kind of looking around like what is going on. This might be a shorter episode. I'm so sorry. It's not me. It's the news cycle. What do you want me to do about it? You want me to pull up weird-ass stories on Reddit? I could tell you. Sharks around Brazil were found with cocaine in their system. Do we give a fuck? The ocean is heating up. It's boiling like a pot of water. I'm surprised the sharks are fine. Let them have coke. They're dying. The sharks are dying. Let them have cocaine. I mean, I'm happy for the sharks. I can't do cocaine anymore, but good for the sharks. They have Brazilian coke. You know that shit's not stepped on. It's a little watered down, but it's okay. I mean, let the sharks be cokeheads in Brazil. They're literally dying. This planet is on fire. Let them do coke. Am I jealous of the sharks? Maybe. Maybe a little. The land cocaine is dangerous. It's full of fentanyl. The shark cocaine is much purer. I'm sure in 20 years they're going to need, Narcan. So that was a real story. I saw it on Reddit. I wasn't going to talk about it, but let's get into it. Fuck it. Gay furry hackers claim credit for hacking Heritage Foundation. So other conservatives? Okay. I can just do one-liners off of these headlines. It's a real wild episode, huh? I'm focused on going to Omaha tomorrow. Deal with it. One woman escaped a dungeon beneath a Missouri home. So a basement? Okay, see what we're doing here? One-liners, huh? It's not that hard. Where's the Colombian cocaine? It's Brazilian cocaine. Woman, 23, in China marries 80-year-old man in retirement home. Get that bag and saggy balls, sis. When he comes, it's just dust. I swear to God there was a story about sharks. Did I make that up? I swear to God. Come on, sharks, I need you. Shark Week is coming up. Oh, here it is. Sharks off Brazil coast test positive for cocaine. The drug was found in all 13 wild Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks. You give a sharp-nosed shark coke, girl, you're going to have 14 new business ideas. They are writing up business plans left and right. What if we make a land world, okay? And we trap in the humans and we make them do shows for all of the sea animals. They can come to land world and there's just a human chasing a ball that we throw up in the air. We teach them all tricks. They're miserable. They can't talk to each other. We feed them bullshit. They love McDonald's, but we're going to feed them shit like Spam. We'll call it Land World. Yeah, this is a good idea. It's a good idea. I don't know if the sharks are dying or if they're just being very productive. Sea life could be impacted by drugs dumped in the water. Okay, but here's my thing. Don't the drugs not evaporate, but like dissipate in the water? What do you mean? How many drugs are around them? All 13 sharks were positive for the drug. This comes from Sky, the UK news outlet. With a high concentration, as much as 100 times higher than previously reported, marks the first study to find presence of cocaine in free-range sharks. What is a free-range shark? Was that like an ethical, like, what do you mean? Cage-free sharks. Isn't that every shark? Isn't every shark a free-range shark? Am I dumb? I guess it's just found in their body. Maybe they're not getting too high. You don't want to see a shark high on coke. They're going to be taking over. They're going to be our next president. Making land world business ideas. All right, let's get into our sponsors for this show. And it is one, and it is only, and it is my favorite sponsor. And I love them so much. Lucy Brown, baby. Lucy Brown coffee. I picked up my Lucy Brown coffee bag this last weekend, I think, or last week. And it is delicious. I am a proud member of the Lucy Brown coffee subscription program, if that's what you want to call it. They offer coffee subscriptions. They're great. I love them. Shout out to Lucy Brown, Lussi, Brown Coffee. If you go to their website, lucybrowncoffee.com, you can also sign up for their coffee subscription. It's a great way to discover new coffee, because when you go to the grocery store, it's the same old goddamn bullshit. You don't want Starbucks. You don't want Dunkin' Donuts bagged coffee. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, it's mass-produced. It's disgusting. The product is shit. It's not even good coffee at that point. When they're mass-produced like that, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? You wish that they would put cocaine in that. Then you'd have a little upper at least. But with Lucy Brown's coffee subscription, you're getting new roasters that you've never fucking heard of. They're finding out amazing roasters for you on your behalf and then shipping you a bag every single month for like $20. Or less than. I mean, that's a good fucking deal. And it's really good coffee. I signed up. You can choose your preference of coffee. Like if you like light roast, medium roast, dark roast. I like dark roast. You know what I mean? And every month I get delicious coffee. It's so good. And I've never even heard of these roasters before. Why would I? You know what I mean? I'm not deep in the coffee scene, you know? I'm just I dabble, but I'm not deep in it. Lucy Brown has you covered. They're deep in it. They live, they breathe, they eat coffee. They don't have any nutrients coursing through their veins. It's just coffee. They know their shit. They know who's good. They feature these roasters for you to try. And it's a good amount of coffee. It lasts you. I love it so much. Go to lucybrowncoffee.com. Again, that's Lussi, browncoffee.com. And simply fill out the form on their website and get coffee beans sent to you directly. It's such a good deal. Straight to your door. It's like an Uber Eats that you won't be regretful about buying. Every time I get Uber Eats, I'm like, why did I do this? Do I hate myself? I need to go to therapy. But every time I get Lucy Brown coffee, I'm like, I love myself. Good for me. For looking out for myself, getting new coffee. Good for me. If you use the code Heather Shaw is kidding, you will get 10% off your first order, by the way. So go to lucybrowncoffee.com, sign up for their coffee subscription, use Heather Shaw is kidding as your promo code, and enjoy delicious coffee. You deserve it. The world is burning. Get good coffee delivered straight to your door. Thank you, Lucy Brown, for all that you do. All right, let's get into some Chris Brown news. We haven't heard about him in a while, have we? Chrissy Brown. Chris Brown is hit with a $50 million lawsuit for, you'll never guess it, assault on 4 concert attendees. What? Chris Brown assaulted someone? No way. You're lying. That's crazy. Chris Brown? The Chris Brown who beat the fucking living pulp out of Rihanna in like 2009? He's still keeping up with his violent tendencies? Nuh-uh. 4 Chris Brown concert attendees are suing him for what they say happened backstage at his July 19th show in Fort Worth, Texas. According to a lawsuit filed Monday, Larry, Joseph, Charles, and DeMarcus. Oh shit, these aren't women? Oh, damn, Chris Brown. He's a bisexual. Chris Brown sees no gender when it comes to abuse, huh? Good for him. Chris Brown says, I don't care what you are, man, woman, black, white, Asian, a ghost. I'll beat the fuck out of you. God, he loves beating up, huh? 4 men allege that Brown and others surrounded them and then brutally and severely beat them, including throwing chairs and kicking and stomping them. Big WWE fan, this guy. God, Chris Brown is fucking scary, dude. The plaintiffs are seeking a temporary restraining order against the defendants. Yeah, don't worry. You're not going to see Chris Brown again, buddy. You're never going to see him again. Don't worry. You got your ass kicked. I think that's enough. And they would also like $50 million. I love that. I don't give a fuck. Usually I'd say 50 million's a lot. But I don't give a fuck. This guy can't stop beating people up. I thought they were women, to be honest. I don't know why I thought that. It's just because of his past, his history. Chris Brown sucks. He's not a good person. He once shared one of my videos on his story, and I wanted to be like, I don't know him. I don't know him. But I felt it. I was like, am I getting punched? He shared my story, and I felt it in my gut. And I was like, uh-oh. I feel like I just got punched. The alleged incident occurred after Brown's show when the plaintiffs and approximately 40 women. Okay, so these guys and 40 women. This is like an episode of The Bachelor. I mean, Jesus Christ. After one show I do, I'm like, get me in my hotel room so I can sit in bed and watch TikToks and fucking talk to no one. Now I'm sober. You know, I'm a woman. I don't have the need to fuck around and fuck people and flirt with people and party, and you know, I'm in a happy relationship. I don't want to talk to anybody after a show. So good for him for his stamina. He just can't be alone, this guy, it seems like. At the end of his show, he's inviting 40 plus these 4 men, 44 people backstage to pick out which one he wants to stick in their butt. You know, it's too much. Anyways, they were invited to the VIP area. They waited about 30 minutes and were about to leave when they had an exchange with Brown. I don't know what these guys thought were going to happen backstage at the show, by the way. I mean, if I was a guy and they were like, hey, do you want to go to the VIP section of Chris Brown? I'd be like, is P. Diddy there? What, am I going to be doing some butt stuff? Why am I getting invited? Why is Chris Brown inviting me backstage? Does he want to kick my ass? I would think that. Why are you, as an adult man, being invited backstage at a Chris Brown show? What does he need from you? There must be more to the story. When one of the defendants approached Chris Brown to congratulate him on the show, a member of his group reminded him that he had been beefing when they saw each other last. Okay, so now there's like a beef. There's a lot that is not being told here. Brown, 35, is on his 11/11 tour. Ugh. God, he's an astrology girly, even worse. Which is scheduled to continue through the West. So he's on his tour. He's faced legal issues in the past, obviously. You know what he got for assaulting Rihanna? 5 years probation. God, we hate women in this country, huh? She was beaten badly. She had like 2 giant eggnog, like egg mounds, whatever they're called, golf ball sized mounds on her forehead, black eye. I remember those pictures. Perez Hilton was just posting them and drawing dicks on them because he's a fucking great upstanding person. He beat the fuck out of her. And the judge was like, you know what? For 5 years, you're going to be on probation. Once a week, you're going to have to call in. And even then, we probably don't care. How dare you? Brown is now 35 years old. He's still got beef with adults. I'm glad that he's picking on people his own size. I mean, maybe these people... Chris Brown doesn't seem that big. How tall is Chris Brown? What are we talking here? How tall is Christopher Brown? He's 6'1". Wow. I thought he'd be like 5'8". You know, most people in the industry are tiny. MGK is 4'2". He's a feisty little bastard. He's like a mad leprechaun. A tattooed punk rapping leprechaun. No, MGK is tall, I'm sure. Chris Brown is 6'1". He has no children. That's very impressive. Do you think he got a vasectomy? Usher is 5'8". See, this is what I'm talking about. So really, in reality, Usher's probably like 5'6". Everybody's adding height, I think. They take years off their age and they add inches to their height. So Chris Brown is probably like 5'11", honestly. But God, he's just not a good guy. He always seems like he's on drugs. He's at clubs constantly. Bro, what 35-year-old wants to be at a fucking club? Get a fucking life. It's like seeing Diplo party. It's like, bro, get a life. Grow the fuck up. Dude, it is so sad. You want to be fucked up? You want to be at a club at 35? Go the fuck home. Oh my God. Your name is Christopher now. You're too fucking old. What are you doing in a club if your age starts with a 3? I mean, you should be I don't know what you'd be doing in a club in your 30s. It should be you walking into the wrong place and you turning right around. Oops. Sorry, I thought this was a book club, not an actual dancing club. Yikes, let me get out of here. I heard clubs suck now anyways. I don't think people dance. They're all just in VIP sections or staring around awkwardly because, it's real life. And the youth doesn't know how to act in public anymore. I don't know. I'm a millennial. We went to the club in business outfits and danced to Kesha. So I don't know what they're doing in clubs anymore. Ketamine? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But dude, if your age starts with 3, get the fuck out of the clubs. The nightclubs? Go home. You don't have to have kids or anything. You don't even have to be in a relationship. Just go the fuck home and play video games. Do something productive with your life. Ay, ay, ay. Christopher Brown. Here's a story I found on TMZ. A margarita funnel couple. So this is indicative of a Georgia couple. This is very much up the alley for Georgia. It was at this restaurant called Rodeo. It was a Mexican restaurant. It might as well have been an Applebee's or Chili's. I mean, what they were doing in this Rodeo Mexican restaurant is very much like, girl, you can only do this in Applebee's. A Georgia couple engaged in some gross margarita shenanigans, and they were both busted. They look like what you would imagine a Georgia couple would look like. Their names are Joe Boyett and Mary Sweat. I mean, if that's not the best name you've ever heard for a Georgia lady. Hello there, Sweet Pea. My name is Mary Sweat. Do not call me Larry Sweat. That's my daddy. I did get arrested inside the rodeo Mexican restaurant because Joey, my loving husband, tried to funnel a margarita down my ass crack and then drink it out of my ass. This is really what happened to Mary Sweat. Joey boy, there's video of him pouring a margarita down her ass and then trying to slurp it out of her crack. It's just logistically, it doesn't make sense because she's sitting in the booth and he's just, trying to slurp it out of her ass. But why would you want to taste that sweat? Come here, Mary. Let me taste you. I love my Mary Sweat. I want her to be I want to taste her margarita sweat. Come here, Mary. Again, this kind of behavior, you can't be funneling a margarita down Mary Sweat's ass crack and then trying to drink it up, like a little chihuahua who's a bit thirsty. You can't be lapping it up out of her ass crack inside of a Mexican restaurant that looks kind of nice. I mean, this is Applebee's behavior. This is Chili's behavior. If they were at Chili's, if Joey and Mary Sweat were at Chili's, they would have gotten their meal for free. The server would have saw that and said, you guys are so talented. Can we get you a bloomin' onion? What is it, Chili's? I don't even know. Does Chili's have a bloomin' onion? Let's see. I always have to fact check myself because I proudly don't know what's served at Chili's. Does Chili's serve blooming onions? A blooming onion? I don't know. I think they used to. I don't fucking know. If you're yelling at me right now about what Chili's serves, you need to go to therapy. You need to look at your life. Also, it's like way expensive now to eat at Applebee's and Chili's, and that place is not made for you to be breaking the bank. You know what I mean? It's frozen food they heat up for you, and you just get drunk off dollar margaritas. Mary triggered the arrest after she went to cops and complained someone had leaked the video. So a video was taken of these dumb white people not knowing how to handle themselves in public. I mean, first of all, how are you getting shit-faced? Maybe this Mexican restaurant is different, but like alcoholic drinks at Chili's and Applebee's and places like that, it's so watered down. It's all sugar. You're barely getting liquor. Maybe this Mexican restaurant, the margaritas had fentanyl in them. I don't know what would cause them to act like this, but they look like they had a couple deep before they did this bullshit move. And also, like, that's just sticky, Mary. Mary Sweat, more like Mary Stick. Ew. Who wants to drink, asshole margarita? It would be kind of impressive if she farted and then it just like sprayed out into his face. Then he should have gotten a free meal. Because at that point, it's a show. There's something impressive happening. It's like an audition at America's Got Talent. My name's Mary Sweat, and I'm here to fart margarita into Joey's mouth. Yeah, we're from Georgia. How could you tell? You can Google this story if you'd like. They turned themselves in. Cops have not been able to identify the restaurants. Oh, there was a funnel involved? Dude, I'm missing some of this story. There was an actual funnel provided to them for this. So he was trying to funnel margarita out of her asshole. Did she take a margarita enema? Mary, not the margarenema. Mary, that's me, Mary Sweat, margarenema. My favorite little party trick down there at Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Yeah, we turned ourselves in for being too fucking cool. We're just a bunch of cool beans, cool jelly beans down here in Georgia. Rodeo Mexican Restaurant released a statement. Dear valued customers, we recently became aware of an inappropriate incident that took place in our restaurant. You mean the one where Mary Sweat farted margarita onto Joey Boy's fucking face? We want to make it clear that such behavior is completely unacceptable and does not reflect our values. You don't have values. Your value is money. You're a corporation. Shut the fuck up and let people funnel margaritas into their asshole. It's all we have left. It's all we have left. We're taking this matter very seriously and are conducting a thorough investigation. I'd love to head up that investigation. Yeah, I work for Rodeo Mexican Restaurant in their HR department. I've got to investigate this whole margarita ass funnel incident. Yeah, a lady named Mary Sweat came in and just kind of chugged margaritas into her asshole. Kind of like a margarenema. Yep, that's what she calls it. And then her husband, Joey, I don't know. He wanted to get drunk out of her asshole, essentially. He had gotten drunk in so many different ways. He was getting bored. He wanted to get shit-faced out of her asshole, It's pretty gay shit, if you ask me. We are committed to maintaining the highest standards and ensuring a safe and enjoyable environment for all our guests. They should come back and just do a show. Watch them get a reality show. Instead of the Hawk Tuah girl, it's Mary Sweat. Mary Sweat and the margarenema. All right, let's talk about mukbangs. I wanted to talk about some mukbangs here. I don't like mukbangs. I can't with the mukbangs. There's a new mukbang star. If you're not familiar with what mukbangs are, it sounds very dirty. It's not. To me, mukbangs sound like a gangbang in the mud. It's not that. I searched it. It's not that. Although they do have that on Pornhub. Mukbangs are where somebody sits down and eats a shit ton of food, and I don't get the appeal of them, but I'm also not into ASMR, which is like when people talk like this and they tap the microphone. Oh, yeah. Are you calm? No, I actually have anxiety right now. You're freaking me the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my brain. What? This is ASMR. How fucked up do you have to be to enjoy ASMR, by the way? What happened in your childhood? This makes you feel good. Did your mom not love you enough? My parents barely loved me. They're white boomer parents. And I still never was like, I need ASMR to sleep. You got to be kind of fucked up to really want some weird woman whispering in your... Sorry, I know I'm losing a lot of people on this one. I don't give a fuck. ASMR is fucked up. Okay, I'd rather fall asleep watching Requiem for a Dream. The last 20 minutes. Mukbangs are kind of like the ASMR. It's just this trend that you either get or you don't. I don't understand ASMR. I don't understand mukbangs. Somebody sits there with a giant plate of food and eats it. My fiance has enjoyed some mukbangs and I've heard this from multiple people. My neck is so itchy from this haircut. Can they invent haircuts that don't make your neck itchy? What is that about? They need to invent new hair. my fiance and other people that enjoy mukbangs have said they like to put on mukbangs when they're hungry. And it's like one of my friends said, yeah, late at night when I'm hungry, but I don't want to like eat or go out and get food, I'll put on a mukbang and just watch, which I would think that would make me more hungry. Like when I'm watching, like, let's say I'm watching something on the Food Network, girl, I'm getting hungry. Even if it's like they're cooking meat or something that I don't eat, I'm still getting hungry watching somebody like put together food. So for me, like, the last thing I'd want to watch if I was hungry is somebody eating. I don't know. That's weird to me. You know, it's like if you're trying to get sober and you just hung out at the bar all day. It seems counteractive. But mukbangs are truly a trend. People love them. And sometimes, you know, people get really overweight because what they're eating is bullshit. There's this famous guy, Nick Avocado or something. Nick Avocado. So he was a skinny guy. God, he's so fucking weird, dude. He is so weird. He is so fucking weird. He's this internet celebrity YouTuber who is known for his mukbang. He gained so much fucking weight. I think he's losing weight now again. Ozempic. But, you know, from when he started, you can look at before and after pictures of Nikocado avocado, which he's not eating avocado at all. If he was eating avocado, he'd be okay. He's eating big sheet pans of pizza. He's eating huge hauls of, you know, fast food. It's just, I don't get it, but he's very famous and successful in the mukbang world. And also, you know, it's kind of like watching somebody slowly kill themselves. It's like if you're watching a YouTube video of somebody every day just mainlining a little bit of heroin, you know, and every day they just keep adding more. I don't understand the appeal. A 24-year-old mukbang celebrity in China dies during live stream. Stomach was found full of undigested food. I mean, yeah. It is dangerous. It is feeder content for sure. There's a new mukbanger on TikTok. Her name is Jellybean Sweats or Jellybean Sweets, not to be confused with Mary Sweat. And she used to be this skinnier girl that would do TikTok dances, and she was so cute. And now as Jessica Kirsten would say, she face fucks herself with food. She'll take a huge Chipotle burrito and cover it in sauce and just inhale it within like 3 minutes. She will eat this entire burrito. It's not even fun. It doesn't seem enjoyable for her to eat, but she makes a shit ton of money off of it. I think her name's Jellybean Sweets. Let me look it up so I can, you know, make sure I'm accurate here. I had to block her. I was seeing too much of her content, and I just think she's disgusting. I don't want to see somebody eat like that. It's just not for me. She's got 664,000 followers, 30 million likes on her videos. Jellybean Sweets, not Jellybean Sweats. She should change that to Jellybean Sweats soon. I mean, she's going to get the meat sweats real quick. I remember before I blocked her, I saw a video of her where she was eating Raising Cane's. And which sounds like you're, adopted hurricanes and you're raising them. She's got like a chicken sandwich. She ordered a cup, like a drinking cup, like a large size, maybe a medium sized drinking cup of sauce, purely of sauce. And she was drinking from the cup, the sauce. The minute I saw that, I said, black. I'm gonna block you, Jelly. I don't understand it. To me, it seems very feedery. It's feeder content. She is gaining a lot of weight. It's sad to watch. Just as it's sad to watch World of T-Shirts. Another guy on, I think his name is Josh. I blocked him as well. I don't want to see it. It's this guy that's drinking himself to death. He's drunk in the streets of New York City. All he does all day is drink liquor and get fucked up and puke on the street. And it's really sad to watch. You're watching somebody die in slow motion. And that's what it feels like with this mukbanger. I don't understand it. Please explain to me if you love mukbangs. And not to mention, I do not like hearing people eat. I do not want to hear you chew your food. I don't want to hear... I don't want to do it. I will shit a brick. I don't want anybody that chews their mouth open, I want to slap across the face. And I don't even think she does. It's just you can hear, she eats so fast so you can hear every chew. It's like, bro, if I wanted this kind of content, I would just search pigs eating from a trough. It's rough. I don't know what happens. She's gained so much weight in like less than a year that it's like, I don't know where you go from here. It is feeder ASMR. It's essentially feeder ASMR. If you like mukbangs and you like ASMR, you're going to love Jelly Bean Sweets. You can listen to her fucking chew and drink sauce from a cup. From a medium-sized cup that you would have liquid in. She's just slurping it down. It's fucking gnarly. I'm sure this is a great promotion for her. The last thing I want to talk about is long legs. I've not yet seen it. That's it. That was all I wanted to talk about in that one. If you've seen it, let me know how it is. Also, if you listen to this on Spotify, please let me know what you think of these episodes. I think you can write in what you think of the episodes. I'd love to know your thoughts if you're listening on Spotify only. Just a side thing. Longlegs has an 86% Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what that means. Now, I'm confused because I saw a TikTok about Rotten Tomatoes, that the whole like rating system, I don't understand now. It seems really good. It's got 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 77% Metacritic. I'm going to see it. I'm going to let you know how scary it is, because everybody always does this on TikTok, on social media. They talk about a scary movie and say, this is the scariest fucking movie you could ever see. And it's like, I already have seen Jelly Bean Sweets eat. Try to scare me some more. I'm already terrified. But I'll watch it and let you know next episode how it is. All right. That's it for this episode. Lots we went over. This is a reminder for live shows. Please come out to a live show. I am so fun. The show is so fun. You will not regret it. Tickets are usually $20 to $25. I try to keep it cheap for you all. A ticket is the cost of a Lucy Brown coffee subscription. So, it's a win-win for all these. Again, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska Tonight, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa tomorrow night, Thursday. At the end of the month, I am in Portland, Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, and 2 shows in Seattle, Washington. And then also coming up, I have Stamford, Connecticut, Long Island, New York, and Levittown. At Governor's. Please come out to that. I don't think anybody's going to come to that. We'll see. Bakersfield, Brea, Sacramento, San Francisco, San Jose, all in California, obviously. Then I've also got Providence, Rhode Island, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Beverly, Massachusetts, Foxborough, Massachusetts, Dallas, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Bentonville, Arkansas for the Big Diamond Comedy Festival. I'm very excited about that one. Tickets are not on sale yet, but I will soon be announcing a show in Kansas City, Missouri. As well as Salt Lake City. Tickets are up now, and Las Vegas. All tickets can be found at heathershawcomedy.com. If you'd like to support me in my comedy for just $3 a month, $5 a month, whatever you'd like, join the Patreon. Please, it's real fun. You get an extra episode of this podcast every single week. I just released one yesterday, for the Patreon. And I talked about... what did I talk about that was a little fun for me? I talked about the publicist email. I got an email from a PR firm that I kind of ripped apart. I talk about Cody Ko. If you're online, you know Cody Ko. I talked about him getting canceled. And I talked about someone new on TikTok that I am loving following. She's another cringe kind of content creator, but I love her. So if you want to hear all about that, join the Patreon at patreon.com/HeatherShawIsKidding. Until next time, enjoy your week. If you want an extra episode, join the Patreon. Stay gay. See ya.